if you've not seen reviews just recently. So today we're over to Magpie Brewery in the basically next door to Notts County's football ground. Magpie Brewery, the Magpies, there's a bit of a thing going there. So this got a couple of new owners who there's a bit of a story there. So if you don't know, Magpie Brewery, the old co-owners have been bought out, and the lads they were from a place to brew, which is a homebrew group. Um, and one of the lads himself, Craig Salabank, won Hop Heidel last year, 2021. And he had his beer brewed at Totally Brewed, a Nottingham craft beer, a national craft beer company. And the beer was called Saki Twit. God knows why it was called Saki Twit, but hey ho. Um, they then formed Mardy Bum Brew Company. Mardy Bum Brew Company brewed a collaboration beer with Fire Rock Brewing, and the name of the beer is absolutely gone. No, it's gone. Why is it gone? But anyway, it was a Mexican chili chocolate imperial stout. It might have been a mole imperial stout as well. But anyway, damn nice beer. So they bought into Magpie as co-owners, and they've just recently reopened the Magpie Brewery tap room. So if you're in Nottingham, down that neck of the woods, obviously you've got Trent Navigation round the corner. It's a good little area to have a beer. And you've got Westbridge for just slightly over the bridge, and then you've got like the train station pubs near. So it is in the good centre of Nottingham. So have your cake and egret, and it says here, "Hey up, duck." Proper Nottingham. "Hey up, me duck." All right, ducky. No, let's carry on. Savours a bit, you jammy bleeder. This delectable, sweet, special, cakey pale has everyone craving a slice. Unfortunately, there's no room for regret. Um, Unit 4, Ashling Court, Nottingham, NG2 3JA. Not all people who wander are lost. There's Adventure Brewing. Brewed on a green energy powered brew kit, which, for somebody like me, that's a good thing. 4% ABV. And it says here, Victoria Sponge Pale with raspberry jam. And for Magpie Brewery, most of their beers, to be fair, have been quite traditional. I look on them as a traditional company. So this, with the addition of Red Dog Ales, and Johnny, who also works there, you've now got three brewers, and there may be some other people in the background who I don't know. I don't know everybody. Um, got three brewers there that are really going to bring with ambition, with you know zest to put Magpie on the map, and Magpie in turn are kindly basically also bumping Red Dog and Mardy Bum. So it's a collaborative push, and it's good for Magpie. It's good because these beers, moving along with trends, moving along with craft, this sort of thing is a modern traditional, or should we say, just verging on the craft, which is a good thing. Anyway, right, yakking on too long because I'm already 4 minutes in. And as you notice, I'm stood up. I used to be stood up when I used to do the reviews, and yeah, I don't know why I ever sat down. I just did. And as you can see, I'm a Nottingham Forest fan. Lifelong. I didn't become a fan just because we all of a sudden we're back in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Golden looking pour. Nice bit of carbonation going off. Centimetre and a half of white head. Got like a jam nose to it. I can definitely get the jammy nose. Yeah, it's definitely into jam on the nose. I didn't have this at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. It was there. To to be honest, we've been drinking since 11 o'clock. Come 4 o'clock, it was impy time. And I didn't really didn't really drink anything weak after that. Oh yeah, definitely. The jam element, raspberry jam element, is definitely at the forefront. There is a cakey feel to it, and you must save some for the wife because this might be interesting for her. I have a wife who makes cakes, funnily enough, and she's very good at what she does. She doesn't charge enough, but such is life these days. And then she gets idiots. Can you do a cake? Yeah, yeah. And it gets to, the woman says, oh, I'll pop round and collect it. All right, fair enough. Here's my address. Nothing. Wife says, what's your address? We'll drop it off. Come out with this silly address. And it's like, is that a, taking the mick? I was going to say a swear word. The piff. And if the woman's, she's either bullshitting, pardon my French, or she genuinely does live there, or it's somebody trying to take the mick, because you do get that, don't you? It comes to the thing that she's from Australia, but the profile on Facebook has no photograph or anything, and it's all a bit weird. So I don't know. You never know if someone you could be played. Funny life is. Anyway, slight tangent. So let's get back to the beer. Yeah, jam element definitely still there. Mouth fills the mouth, slightly drying. And let's be fair, this is only my elbow. Yeah. Like most people, I just like a beer, and that's basically how Wraggy's beer review started. So it's a good, clean looking beer. I like the bringing something new and refreshing. I'd like to see Magpie. If I was talking directly to Magpie, and if people watch certain reviews, obviously, a mild. I don't know if Magpie actually do a mild. Can't remember if they did. But a mild would be a good beer to do. Obviously, I do like the Impy Stouts. I bought 4 the other Christmas, and I had all 4. Yeah, cheerful bloke dropped them off, and all. I don't know if he's still with them, but he was cheerful that day when he dropped them off. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's for me traditional beer. Hint of the raspberry jam there, quite powerful at the beginning. Subtle now, more subtle now, and certainly a cakey element coming through. It's quite a surprise that it's done well. So fair play on this, good beer. It'll be interesting to see how it goes down with today's modern craft beer drinkers. It's going to go down interesting. I think that from their point of view, it'd be really good, and in that respect, it'll be good. It's the older generation, the best bitter generation. The ones that are quite set in their ways. That'll be interesting to see if people, get on board with it. It's always interesting because a lot of people are set in their ways when it comes to beer. And as somebody who likes a beer, obviously, won't do reviews if it like beer. For for somebody like me, I'm open to and adapt to change and different. And I've beers that I hated years ago, I love now. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting where it goes. Looking forward to seeing the development of Magpie. I know probably towards the end, the people that were bought out, they probably had their time, and like in anything, you start to get to the stage where you've had enough and you want to move on, and you get that. Everyone gets that in jobs, but for someone coming in fresh, it's new, it's vibrant, especially if you've come from a non brewer background and you've moved in, and yeah, it's all exciting. Like in any job, there's always a downside to every job, long hours and all that sort of thing. But it's balancing it. Um, Even as a hobby, beer reviews can take over if I let it, and it did at one stage. It was taking over, and I've had to push back. And these are the things you have to do in life. But in any case, for me, liked it. Totally got the elements and liking the style of it. It's an interesting uh, curveball of a style of beer. For me, a good 4.4 out of 5. Yeah, and as you may have noticed, it's in a Magpie Brewery glass as well. These are still on sale in the brewery. So if you're ever down there for the tap room, or you go down to get yourself some beer, they do beer. And this is what I like about Magpie, just slightly prolonging the old review. You can go down, take your refillable containers. Sometimes they'll have them there. They have in the past, they've had them there. And they swill out your containers, put the beer in, get a squirt of, is it CO2? I don't know. And then put a label on it. And that draft beer, I've had it where it's got a month best by date on it, and I'm sure it was a month. I'm sure it was about 4 weeks, and that's amazing because you go to a pub and you get a pint of beer in a draft container, it ain't gonna last. You've got a day. So for them to do that, that was bang on, um, and yeah, because I've got about 5 different draft beers, and I actually got the glass for free because it was my birthday. And I didn't go in for that purpose to get out for free. It just says I thought I recognised you. Have you from somewhere? It says, oh, I do the odd beer review, and and so that was very kind of her. But yeah, cracking beer. Cheers, all. See you later.